Hello everyone and welcome. On the PTS, I've been playing around with the new exotic shotgun that's coming next season. So if you don't want any spoilers about the next season, I know a few people don't like them, they like to wait for the season. Make sure you cross away now, this is your warning. But I've been playing around with this shotgun, it's called the Sheriff and it's absolutely insane. I can't believe how good this thing is. When I read this initially, I thought this is going to be real good. And then I thought something's not going to be, it's just going to be real good, but it's going to be something when I play it where it's just not as good as it looks. But I was wrong. It is as good as it looks. So this is it on screen now. This is the Sheriff. You get a 9 mag with it. I've got DTOC on it. This is how it came on the PTS. But the talent is Authentico, where you get 35% weapon damage, 100% accuracy with no damage drop-off. The accuracy and the no damage drop-off is what really caught my attention for a shotgun. Just look at that drop-off there. There's 0. It's nuts. You can use this shotgun from such a range. Now, it does have its downside. If you're moving, the reticle doesn't do the 100% accuracy. If you're in cover, it doesn't. So you need to be stood still. And that does mean you've got to kind of like position yourself well, because if you stood still, enemies might shoot you and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure if it covers a bug either, because the PTS, I don't know whether it's meant to have the 100% accuracy when you're in cover as well, because it doesn't state that on the talent. But when you're moving, the reticle goes big. When you're in the cover, the reticle goes big. But when you are stood still, the reticle goes tiny, and you can shoot across the map. It's so good. So I thought I'd put this build together and give you some gameplay of it, and this build works very, very well with it. We're obviously playing on heroic in this gameplay, and let's show you the build. So obviously we're using the Sheriff exotic shotgun. Specialization I'm using is the minigun on this build for the extra rate of fire and a bit of self-healing with the 10% armor on kill. And as for the secondary and sidearm, it doesn't matter. And then for the build, I'm using no exotics and I'm using no gear sets. It's a full-on high-end build, which I haven't put together in a long time. And there might be better ways of doing this. It's just something I threw together, and this is the build I'm using in the footage. We're going to start with the Providence mask. We got 2-piece Providence on the build, 13% headshot damage, 8% crit chance. You really do want to get the crit chance up on this, because there's no mods on this shotgun. So you're starting at literally, what, 10% chance is it off your watch, if that's all you got? So you got to build your crit chance up. So I've gone Providence 2-piece. With the mask, you see weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and crit damage mod there. Then for the chest piece, we've gone Providence again. It's a sacrifice I've gone with this, with weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage mod, and perfect glass cannon for the amplified damage of 30%. Yes, I'm taking a ton of damage, but if you know me, I love glass cannon. You could maybe change this to something else if you wanted to, like obliterate maybe, but yeah, glass cannon all the way, in my opinion. And then for the holster, I've gone Grupo to get more crit damage on the build. Weapon damage, crit chance. For the backpack, we've gone with Cheska for the extra crit chance on the build of 8%. And again, weapon damage, crit chance on this for the crit damage mod. And a talent Vigilance, obviously, for the extra 25% damage. Now for the gloves, you could go Providence again if you wanted to also get the extra crit damage. But I thought I'd go with the Eagle's Grasp, just because I've been using these a lot recently on builds, and I really like them. And it gives 15% magazine size as well. So it does give you the extra shot or two on the shotgun. If I could get the 50% in from the new brand set, I would. But there's no way of really making this build hit so hard by using 3 pieces of that. But 50% on this would have been insane. But the 15% will do. And then these have got weapon damage. It also comes with weapon handling, which helps. And crit chances rolled on that as well. And then finally, the knee pads is the Fox's Prayer. Rifle damage we're not using, but weapon damage, crit damage, and then the damage to target out of cover of 8%, which we are using. I will mention the skills, just because the striker drone was very handy while playing with this. I'd set this striker drone out and it just takes some aggro. It just took aggro away from me for long periods, and it really helped, considering, like I said at the start, how you've got to stand there and you've got to get the 100% accuracy. It really did help with the aggro being taken away, just so I could annihilate the enemies at range. And I am playing to that in the gameplay that you're watching. I'm trying to use this at range for the most part, just so you can see how powerful this shotgun is at range. And with the build set up like it is, I'm getting 56% critical hit chance on it and 154% critical hit damage, which I'm quite happy with. That's why we went all gold, so I could get these numbers quite high, because I'm just looking for raw damage. Honestly, I think this could be the best exotic that's been added to the game in years. Like, I'm trying to think of the exotics that's been added in the last year. I can think of the Tinkerer mask. A lot of hype about that, but even when I got that, I don't use it no more. I couldn't really find anything that beat what I already used. As excited as I was for the Tinkerer, just no. The Tempest, not really my playstyle, playing behind a shield, so the Tempest for me was just a bit meh. Didn't really like that. The Provocateur, haven't even used it on a build. The Birdie's Quick Fix backpack, that was good. That was very good, but very niche and very situational at the same time in a way. But when I run legendaries, if I've got a refractor with a Birdies on, or even like an FI healer with a Birdies on, I like it. It allows me to go down a lot because they're going to get me up very, very quickly. And I love that. So I will give the Birdie's Quick Fix backpack a huge win there. But other than that, I can't think of an exotic that's been this good. I do think we are in for like one of the best exotics for a very long time. This is insane. Like, look at the range we're using it at for a shotgun. The damage that it's doing. Imagine playing in a group as well, where the group are pushing a little bit more. You could just sit back and get these shots, or even get some group buffs on top of this with the amount of damage that it's doing. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Like, one of the first things I'm gonna do when the next season comes is make a sheriff build, and I really hope they don't nerf this. It doesn't need nerfing. It needs to be this powerful. I think it's brilliant. If anything, like, fix it and allow it to be like this in cover. I'm not sure if that's intended, but when you're in cover, it'd be great to also have the 100% accuracy while we're in cover. A little bit annoying that I've got to be stood out of cover, but I guess it's that powerful. It's got to have some drawbacks. So yeah, maybe that's why. But I love it. I think this shotgun is amazing. I cannot wait. It's the thing I'm most excited for now for next season. I do like the brand set that's coming as well, but this exotic is just awesome. It's so much fun. I love using shotguns in games, but in the Division, I've never really enjoyed them. And I'm finally going to enjoy it. Obviously, the Scorpio for what it does. We use it because of what it does for the team and stuff like that. But to actually have a shotgun build that I like to use for DPS, I've never had it in the Division, and I'm going to have it. So I'm very excited for this. I don't think it needs any nerfs, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be brilliant. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do with it either, so comment down below if you've got some ideas. I just put this high-end build together. I think it's going to work great on a high-end build, but we're missing out Badger there as well, obviously, for extra shotgun damage and stuff. Be interesting to see what your thoughts are and what you're going to be putting together with this. I thought about Hunter's Fury as well, but yeah, it's an awesome addition. You're not going to be able to get hold of this until the season climax, so this is the climax reward, which means we've got to wait all season long for this and won't be able to get it until 2026. That's the sad part. Hopefully there's a bug again and it drops on the man-up mission. I'll definitely be getting it if that happens again. But yeah, I'm happy for this, guys. Just thought I'd do a video today showing some gameplay of this new exotic, showing you a quick build I put together, and talk about it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you're new here. I got some more videos going out today with more PTS stuff, so go and check them out. But until next time, thanks for watching this, and take care.
Heading for the gun! You like that? Got one! Fucking shit! Reloading! Setting up a turret! Wait! Damn! Gonna give me an outcast! They've got me wide open! Armor's taking
Without their leader and their stronghold, the outcasts are gonna be much less of a problem than before. You know, what happened to them was horrific.